To enhance focus in the mind, create a serene environment free from distractions. Begin with deep breathing, allowing calmness to envelop you. Visualize your goals clearly, engaging all senses in that imagery. Consistently practice mindfulness to strengthen your attention span, ultimately cultivating a sharper, more powerful mind.
How hard and how difficult is to live rightly, do things rightly. It requires big deal of attention, focus. So the mind not interfere with what you do. Already to do it correctly have to be done from your soul, from that empty space, not distracted by thought process. When you eat, you just eat, you put full attention into eating. You feel taste, you feel like surface of that food. How crunchy is this? You put full attention into that. The same is with any other activities. You may do them, but you will be rushing. Your mind will be speeding you up, rushing you up. But when you silence that mind, the same activity may become pleasant. Whatever it will be. Driving the car, doing any other million things, or eating simply food. When you do it not correctly without focus, attention, you let's say have phone next to you, you're dividing your attention. You're watching phone, something on the phone, on social media, and the same eating. You're not doing any of those things correctly. You're dividing your attention. But when you come to your senses, or senses come to you, and you see the correct way of doing things is to put full attention into doing that activity. I learned this long time about that from Eckhart Tolle. I read his books, he spoke about this. But reading and putting this into practice, they are two different things. Because simply your entire system that got inside of you have to bring you to the senses. So you will understand and you will start doing those things correctly. When you eat, you put full attention into that. When you speak to somebody, you give him full attention. That's the only one and correct way of doing things. But to achieve it, if we can say this, to be this way, that mind needs to be silenced. That mind needs to get more quiet. You need to be more rooted in your soul, in your heart center. That's a requirement, so it is long way, long suffering again. It's require prayers, meditations, different scriptures, bringing that mind into your soul, into your heart. Then we may start do things correctly with that peace. That peace starts from that point when you are able to focus and put full attention into doing something. It's horrendously difficult thing when your senses and all of this been overclocked, overdone. There are a million things in this life which simply destroying your focus, destroying your attention. There are social medias when you overuse it. Different TikToks, different things like that. Computer games. They simply doing something with your attention. So your attention span is shorter and shorter and shorter, and it may be point that you lose completely ability to focus. Like your mind constantly, like in computer system, will be sending wrong signals. You won't be able to focus on one thing. Now I see it because something like that happened to me. Last 30 years, playing games, social media, things like that. I reached the point in that I simply started really badly suffer when I only started doing this. And I keep giving that and coming back to that, keep giving back. that activity and keep coming back. And that was on and on for years for me. Till really I said to myself, no more, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to feel unwell. I don't want to not be able to focus on things. The moment you give up those things, really say to yourself and do this, then you see something, you're reclaiming your love, your attention, your peace. Slowly, bit by bit, this will be also a process to coming back to that. But it's hard because we are surrounded by technology, by different things, and it's easy to lose yourself again in those things. We suffer as a humans because we're losing ourselves in certain activities. We're doing them without attention on that inner spark, on that God, on that Allah inside, on that space inside, spaciousness, that peace. When this is excluded from our doing, then all them activities are incorrect. Human interaction are incorrect. You speak with another human and you feel like absence, like there is no connection between you two. So in order everything to be valid, you need to be focused, you need to give full attention to somebody or something, what you do, what you talk to, who you talk to. Because only in that attention, right words can come out from you. Creativity can come out from you, and all the nice, righteous things. When there's lack of attention, lack of that focus inside focus, inside spark, then all of those things are incorrect. They won't bring you any satisfaction, really. Because your own mind will be rushing you, it will be pushing you, will be creating those thoughts, quite often negative thoughts, distractful thoughts. When you are in that focus, in that attention on your inner soul, then that mind cannot interfere with you. It's a long process. We by being ignorant, doing lots of things, trying lots of things in this life, we depriving ourselves of that peace and focus quite often. We're doing lots of nasty things because we don't know that all have consequences. We're trying them, we're learning the lessons in a way, but those lessons are so painful, some of them. For some of them may take us to pay the biggest price if we so much ignorant, if we think there is no consequences to all of that. Sometimes one mistake in life, we may land in the prison and our life is really finished. Because life is super intelligent. Behind everything there is energy. What energy we're putting into this, what energy we're receiving. If we destroy our energetic field inside, deprive ourselves of that peace, love, focus, then life becomes torment at that time, that moment. And when we fell off in that pit, in the darkness, then life experience will be not very pleasant. We will be bombarded by unpleasant situations of life, and our own mind will be our own tormentor, will be bringing us negative thoughts and experiences of life. And heart center, that soul, will lose like direction. That flow of energy inside will be like opposite together with that, or there will be no flow. Just will be your own mechanical mind will be creating those thoughts, and all of those will be popping up and appearing in your life. So how important is to do right things in life in the right way? Because when we land in that prison, mind prison, the way out of this can be very long and painful. It will require that practice, that really stubbornness to keep and hold yourself in that path which will be given to you. Even now when I'm sitting here, I feel like pressure of that mind which trying to knock me out of that shack. It is there. It was conditioned mind, which have momentum, which want to go its own way. We give power to that instrument. We trained it for so long in so specific disciplines, and it started working certain way, quite often against us. Different habits, bad behaviors, bad speech. All of this is your product, conditions of your mind. You train yourself to be this way, and now it's function this way. It's easy to teach yourself bad things, but unlearn it, it's not so easy, because once that instrument called mind learn that, it want to function this way, like computer program in computer system which is programmed. It knows those command lines and executing those command lines. The same is with your own mind. And to overcome your own mind, you need to employ like your soul, your heart, God, Allah, to give you that spaciousness, to purify those, correct those bad command lines. And it takes time. It's hardly ever instant. It usually takes time. You need to learn again how to be, how to get your focus back. How to get your focus back? Reading the books, especially holy books, Bible, Quran, that's definitely helpful. Because in this doing, you have no choice to keep training yourself again how to focus. It's all about to train yourself how to reclaim your focus. But when you're using social medias and things like this, computer games, this is short spans focus, one after another, quickly changing images, quickly changing informations. So there is some harm happening to our mind. We're losing all what is good. I tested this for myself for years, and now I see really what is different, what's difference between book and between social media or computer games. One bringing you to exhaustion, tiredness. Depends how much surplus you have. You may have at this moment very good mind, sharp mind, but if you keep doing this to yourself and abusing yourself with those things, there is limit to that. There is a line in which you deprive yourself of those good things, and you will suffer from those. That's how those things works. We may not see it for a while, but when tiredness appear, when some trouble appear, this is first step and signal. It's sad that we see it so late, and later when we fall into that hell, into that darkness, we don't know how to correct this, how to come out of this, and we suffer, and we really cannot see our own mind. That's the trouble. Mind functions certain way, and we took it as our own reality, distracted reality. And to change from that, we need to really horrendously suffer in order to change, because that suffering is a motivation to change. You have no choice to change. You have to explore till you find the right way and the right tools to correct you. And definitely prayers, meditation, reading scriptures, fasting are right tools. After 10 years of using those, I can say they are right tools. They are actually only tools, or any activity which allow you to be focused, present. That presence is created in a way by focusing, by enlarging your internal space. That space and experience is given by God, Allah, by existence really. You get experience which will correct bad experience. in a way. That space in a way enlarged in that crash, in that clash with that negative experience of life. That soul have that space, and that space is that life. That life is able to overcome those invalid things from the mind, your own creation, the so-called devil Satan. There are difficult processes going on inside of us. So we need to learn how to train our focus. And what helping in that? Even recitation of the Quran, different recitation, high tones, lower tones, vibration, sound vibration, all of those things correcting the mind. If you focus, if you find a way how to focus for a longer period of time, it's about really focus. Train yourself about to focus. Because present technology destroying that focus, destroying and shortening your focus span. So you, by reading book, you won't be able to know what you're reading. You may read and you don't know what you're reading. What mind can be. But when you are able to focus, you remember what you're reading. You getting information inside. And you can analyze events of the life in right manner, calm manner, and know what to do with this. When this is lost, we're landing in so-called hell. We are left like with our own mind, which creating those thoughts, usually negative ones, and this is executed, and this is appearing in our life, and this is where hell start. And this instrument become this way. Assalamu alaikum and God bless you.